the motivation to do this for a man and a woman is very different. As a man, you understand it's going to play out bad for the woman, and maybe even for the world, but how's it going to hurt me, right? Selfishly, men will think that. And you have to appeal to them differently, because for a man, we're all about mission and vision, right? Purpose. Why am I here? I want to achieve. I want to be a high achiever. And I can say emphatically that before I actually committed myself to sexual purity, I accomplished way more in the 10 or 12 years after committing than I did in the 35 before that, or whatever it was, because I harnessed that sexual energy and I wasn't wasting time and energy chasing women. I was actually focused on my mission. There's something in Napoleon Hill's book called Sex Transmutation. I don't know if you've ever read the book, Think and Grow Rich, but he talks about how all these men of great achievement throughout history have harnessed their sexual energy and redirected it for other means of building empires and wealth and all kinds of things. And I think that that's true, because you can get hemmed up with the wrong women very easily. Like we talked about babies or just drama. I don't think men realize how much time and energy we put into lining sex up, flirting, versus just put it in neutral. It's okay to look, but that's not what we're here for, man. The woman is just complementary to your mission. You are here for a God-given mission. You're put on this earth to do something very particular to you. You got to figure out what that is. Go after it. The woman is just the helpmate. She's just the icing on the cake. She's not the cake. We make the woman the cake. And then we wonder why we're unsatisfied with life and we're drinking beer on the weekends trying to escape the reality that we're not doing what we were put on this earth to do. And it's gnawing at us. We can feel like something's missing in my life. And you can't put your finger on it. If you look at Adam and Eve, Adam did not get Eve right away. Adam got a job from God. Name the animals, take care of the garden. Later, Eve was created. He says, now I'll make a suitable helper for him. Then she came along. It's purpose before person. We want to get the person before the purpose because we don't like to wait. And I'm guilty of that. I did it. But then at some point I didn't. And I didn't even do it on purpose, to be honest. I just wanted to be obedient to God. So I just said, okay, I'll wait. And then the purpose became clear, because maybe because of sex transmutation, maybe because I was being obedient to God and he revealed it to me. But then I got my purpose. And then the person, that suitable helper. So I think men need to understand, if you put the person before the purpose, the likelihood of you finding the purpose is not that high. And then even if you do find the purpose, you probably have the wrong person next to you, because the purpose is going to determine who the person is that is your helper. Because if your purpose is to whatever, travel around the world or build this huge family or whatever it is, you better make sure that you take that into consideration. Who's filling that position as your helpmate? Because I shared my vision with my wife not long after we talked. I said, this is where I'm going. Can you see your life working out like this? Because this is what I'm doing. Would you like to come along? And women love a man with a vision. They love an ambitious man. But if you don't know what you're here for, bro, like I would say, pump the brakes, man. Figure that out first.
I personally link that, and I don't know if you'll agree with me or not, but I personally link all of that with the wider, what I call the wider attack on masculinity nowadays in the culture and the current state of things in the world. So politically driven, culturally driven, media driven, education driven, and all of that. Because a man without a purpose, it's a bit of an effeminate way of living, at least in my perspective.
Yes.
So obviously men and women are very different, contrary to what the world tells us. We are not the same, drastically different, and that's why we complement each other.
I would just add, conversely, a woman without a man to be a helpmate to is very masculine. It's almost like a man without a mission is like, why are you here, bro? What are you on this earth for? Why were you even created? You have no purpose. But a woman that's not married to a man and is acting as a helpmate, what are you here for? What's the point of your existence? Every woman should have a husband. It's not good for a woman to be alone for her life. Now, men can be alone. And actually, Jesus alludes to this in Matthew 19. He says, look, marriage isn't for everybody. There should be value in celibacy too. Serving God and maintaining your sexual purity. It's not easy. It's hard. But I honestly believe every woman needs a husband and every man needs a mission.